Hey, my darling, that's me back again. Time to continue on where I left off last time. I have a bunch of side quests to do here. You really came! Good, good! So you see, the thing is, there's someone I want you to meet. He's not like the other Lopavites. We lives so far from everyone. He pretty much enjoys his privacy. Only show up if you speak his password first. The password is, going my way? Think you can remember it? He won't come out without the password. Going my way. Fine. Going my way? Those Sunder's fruit balls and Sunder's tone aren't at all like a Loparit. Who goes there? It's me. I brought someone I'd really like for you to meet. Very well, you may enter. Go on, talk to him. He doesn't just allow anyone here, you know. A pleasure to meet you. My name's Going My Way. A rather odd name, you might say, but I can think of no more apt to describe the way I choose, nay, the way I was born to live. Ever since the 1241st expansion, I have longed to be free, so I stopped using the hibernation chambers and came here to live in secret and solitude. I found him here by accident one day while out searching for supplies. I promised to keep a secret, and we've been friends ever since. I made an exception for you because, well, he likes rare and unusual things, and you're by far the most rare and unusual thing I've ever seen. I mean that in the best possible way, of course. Rest at long last. I bid you welcome to the moon. My friend here tells me you're an adventurer. Ah, what a life that must be. I too yearn to journey in search of the unknown, and to that end I have laboured to build a ship that will one day take me to explore the other side of the moon. And I hope he makes it there soon. Ah, speaking of which, I'm sure he was busy at work before we barged in here. We should probably get back to it. You're more welcome to visit again, and to join me on the voyage once my vessel is complete. Okay. Well, what do you think? In my readings, I found that even a single species of flower can bloom in a number of colours, which what makes them so appealing. Though it may take a little work, these 3 specimens are capable of the same. They're all charming in their own way, but I couldn't possibly decide which is the best for the park. Which do you like the best? Don't worry about giving it a right or wrong answer. I trust your discerning eye. Oh, I like these too. They're sure to make an impression on park visitors. No need to rush in choosing, so I'd be lying if I said I'm not eager to hear your favourite. Oh, this one's cute. I like how the flowers are all bunched together. No need to rush in choosing, so I'd be lying if I said I was eager to see your favourite. Good choice, it's so sparkly and pretty. No need to rush in choosing, so I'm gonna go for the spring flower, because I like purple. And I like the purpley colour of this one. Fine choice. Now let's take a few back to the park, shall we? Do be careful not to drop any on the way. The crash site is just ahead. If you find anything that may prove useful, I'd be grateful if you could retrieve it for me. Onward then, after you. Large, isn't it? I wonder what secrets it holds. This bit of elegant technology is certainly fascinating. A shame it's too bulky to carry back. This apparatus is online, but appears to be transportable. You place it in your ambiguously sized bag. Don't worry, little Happy. I will save you. A moment longer and that drone would have alerted more. Now, did you find anything of interest? Oh, let me have a look. No, you're right. It must wait till we get back. Shoo, little beastie. You're on a journey. Aha, you found me. Truth be told, while I was waiting, I felt an itch to get started, and before I knew it, I'd gathered all the crystals building they will need. I have a feeling you could use some sand as well, though, so why not collect it while we're here? I'm sure one bit of grey sand looks much the best to you, but trust me, the grey sand here is the best. It's simple enough work, so would you care to join me? Splendid! I'll let you have the deposits right outside the grot. Those are always delightfully pretty. Return here when you filled a bag or two. If you get confused, just think, is it grey? Is it sand? That will carry you through. How was the sand? Coarse sand obtained from the lunar surface. Lovely as ever. Building Ray will be delighted. We should make our delivery to Thinking Ray as soon as possible. Last one there is a mouldy carrot. Golden dog, take me home to the moon over there. We saw flowers here once when on patrol. Gorgeous crystalline flowers that grow on the heads of lunatenders. If you were to gift them on when you awake, they'd be all over the star. That's all over the moon, in your parlance. I have to go and deliver our patrol records for Moonsail to the Watcher's Palace. In the meantime, can I trust you to go get a flower from each of the lunatenders? Perfect. Meet me by the striking brand when you have it. Sweet Mother Heidelin, I hope they're all right. What? Oh, why are you? I'm not slacking. I passed out after a Reaper ambushed me. Yes, that's definitely what happened. If you're looking for the others, they went ahead to survey the coast of Volkolot and the area around the Cradle of Darkness. I got them myself, but I'm too lazy, as I was exhausted from my encounter with the Reaper. Mining makes me so sleepy. Stay awake. Oh, is it time to go back already? I hardly got anything done. Oh well. I'm sure this plant wasn't here last time. Wow, would you look at that? It's made my paw all tingly. Numb even. Surely there's some use for this. Goodness me, time to head back, is it? I was so focused I completely lost track of time. Others are either in there in the crosscut or cool of darkness. I'm sure they're fine though. They're nowhere as exhausted as I am. Do you hear intermittent snoring? This hole sure is deep. Drop a rock in there and you'll never hear it hit the bottom. Oh, it's you. Is something the matter? Beep. Sorry for the bother. I didn't realize I'd been gone for so long. I'll head back right away. How far down could that hole go, I wonder? Maybe I'll get some from mine then next time. I can't feel my arm now, but it still moves, so it's fine, right? I feel much better after that brief and total regulation compliant break. Let's head back and sift through the spoils of our exposition. I hope they don't think you're impressed with their shenanigans. Honestly. Were you able to get a flower? A flower taken from atop the heart of a ring tender. Oh, it's beautiful! They've wanted one of these ever since they learned how special flowers are in your culture. Now that I think about it, if they were to receive it from you personally, they might run themselves into a wall again, or worse. I think I had better give it to them. With your regards, of course. I'll meet you back at the burrow. It's time. Time to hand in all these questions. Save at last. Now, show me what you found. As the program installed on this all-purpose storage and operations device is not currently functional, it is difficult to tell what it does. This is an elegant encryption unit. With it, we could read elegant tombstones about history, science, poetry, if we had any, which we do not. An adventure for another day, I suppose. Nevertheless, I am deeply excited by the prospect. As I'm sure you could tell, you have my heartfelt gratitude. Thank you for meeting with my friend. He thinks outside of the carrot patch, so it's nice to spend time with him from time to time. But please don't tell anyone. It has to be our little secret. Thanks again for helping me round everyone up. I'm glad no one was hurt. They were lucky this time, but with those fungi and other creatures out there, I think we'll have plenty to consider our patrol routes from now on. For mercy, there'll be plenty of places to mine for ore nearby. Before you go, I'd like you to have this. Don't be a stranger. As it happens, it's a good thing we didn't go with me to give them that flower. Just hearing it from you nearly made them faint the other way. Perhaps I should have waited a bit longer after they woke up. In any case, I hope you'll visit us again. If we can ever break their cycle of excitement and self-injury, I'm sure they'd be delighted to meet you. Welcome back. I take it you have a Daphne for me, or what's left of one, I suppose. This was a Daphne until it met a hunter. Oh goodness. Apologies, I've never seen one this close before. Yes, as I thought, the skin is quite elastic. With this, it should prove no trouble at all to produce clothing for people of all sizes. Would clothes from that be a little too translucent? mention it, we'll have to come up with a rigorous dye treatment to ensure the cloth isn't too revealing. In any case, you've been a great help. It's not much, but I'd like you to have this. Need help for something? I'm busy deciding juices at the moment. The flowers, if you please. I'm told the people of Everest love nature, and flowers are held in particular high regard. I realise they're not quite the same, but I do sure hope that these blooms make the moon feel a little bit more like home. First things first, I need to plant as many of these flowers as I can. By the time I'm done, our gardens will be a place of joy and wonderment for all. You wait and see. Important is an important part of my duties. You should try it. Oh, that was efficient. Did you manage to procure what I asked for? And more. I thought that Buildingway might want some of that also sandy Varus Lunaris sand, so we went ahead and gathered some too. Now that you mention it, he did ask me to procure some grey sand. Heavens, it would have been embarrassing if I turned out without a grain. Do you remember what you needed it for? I vaguely recall mention of a pit full of stuff. Apparently the children of Aetherius enjoy such things. I'm more curious about how you were aware of this request. Buildingway said he hasn't told anyone but me about this latest project. Well, I guess I must have overheard those two talking when I was out collecting crystals last time. Given how far the cross is from here, that seems incredibly unlikely. But never mind that. You brought the sand, and for that I'm most grateful. See what I mean? That's some good sand. Ahem. Now, while enjoying this tiny glimpse of my day-to-day life, did you find any dreams I might be capable of aspiring to? Nope. Oh, don't worry if you haven't. We've only just begun after all. I really must learn to be patient. Surely the right inspiration's out there, just waiting to strike. Side quest complete. No, there's another one. Thank you again for gathering the sand for Buildingway. Dreamingway is eager to set about his next risk, whatever it may be. Let's waste no time in continuing our work, shall we, Elita? Thinkingway, have you any other jobs for me? I suppose there's a caretaker that wants repairing. If I recall correctly, the particular parts you need will be over at Heimdall's last site. Heimdall's last site. I'll get right to it. It looks like we're all maintenance duty. Come join me at Heimdall's last site as quickly as you can. I imagine Dreamingway will be at Heimdall's last site by now. It's not that he's much faster than the rest of us, but he's impossible to slow down once he sets himself to a task. One way or another, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you. Cold. Cold, Elita. Very. There you are. I was beginning to worry you'd abandoned our quest. Now, to the Hemdall. Follow me. According to our records, this vessel landed on the moon about 5 years ago. It's been a wonderful source of spare parts, and also of horrible mechanical monsters, but never you mind that. I've been here countless times by now, so you can leave by the salvage into me. Simply relax and enjoy the view. Oh boy, my carrots! heavens you were here. I tried to run, but I tripped. That grey sand is not nearly as present when it's in my mouth, I'll tell you. Ah, here I was hoping to show you what a competent and capable worker I can be on my own. I did manage to get the parts we need, though. So all's well that ends well. Meet me at the curatorium, and we'll see if we can't fix that caretaker. As you can see, this is the caretaker that needs our attentions. Poor thing's not even able to move right now, but it'll be good as new once I'm done with it. Shift this over here, stick that thing in the water, and... Restored to pristine condition in no time at all. Most Lockreeds know enough to make similar repairs, though it's really nothing special. And I cannot even imagine how one would go about building such a machine from scratch. No, something tells me that my dream lies elsewhere. I suppose that's more than we had to go on before, though. Not to mention, there's still one job of mine that I haven't shown to you yet. Would you care to see how we grow carrots? Well then, let's hop to it. Dreamingway has one last demonstration for you. Well, Elita, are you excited to learn about the wonderful world of carrot cultivation? Not that there's a lot to it, truth be told, we simply place the seeds in the machine, water them, and then reap the sweet rewards. It's so easy that, that anyone can do it. As far as I know, you're anyone. Why not try it for yourself? Oh, completing menial tasks is so much more fun with friends. Pray take the seats and follow me. I do believe there's an open creation station nearby. Go on, place the seeds in here. A bunch of carrots and she's begging to be planted. The carefree tossing and motion of yours seems to have scattered the seeds nicely. Now, of course, we'll need some water. Water crystals to be precise. And this isn't the only machine in need of replenishment. Why don't you pay a visit to the Sparkle Supply Store Station over the northeast corner and bring a crate of crystals to the creation station nearby? Take the bucket of crystals to the carrot creation station to the southwest before your arms give out. You have 9 seconds to complete the task. Oh, God. Put these crystals into the machine to start the crewing process, preferably before you drop them all over the floor. That should be enough to make our carrots grow nice and big, and a machine that converts them into water bit by bit, so we need never worry that the seedlings are too wet or too dry. Oh! Don't you just love that sound? What? Did you not hear that tone just now? It's telling us there are carrots ready for harvesting. They're not at this station, but I am certain I heard the joyous sound of 2 ripening carrots. You may as well see us through to the end. Pulling them is the best part. Do I smell carrots? That was rhetorical. It definitely smells like carrots in here. A freshly harvested carrot was guaranteed to make one forget one's life's worse. Mouth-watering. It's really all there is to it, and to my final days I put it bluntly. I apologise for not being more interesting to follow around. So, have you any ideas for a dream that was to elaborate like me? What do you do when you're not working? What do I do? Seems it was meant to be. I should never have taken such an extraordinary name, being so very ordinary myself. If only I had some sort of skill to set me apart from others, aside from hearing things no one else does, I suppose. Good ear, eh? Have you tried making music? Oh, I've read about this music of yours, though I'm afraid I can't make head nor tails of the notion. Do you really think I could learn how to create something so inscrutable? What are you two up to? Elita was just suggesting that I put the dream in dreaming ways to the pursuit of music. Music? Can't say I'm familiar. Yes, we Valkyries can do something similar. A whole long nose face thing. Look, let's just try it and see how it sounds. Come on, knocking way. 1, 2, 3. Goodness, that was terribly fun. I must confess, humming in tandem has a certain charm to that snore singer shrieking does not. I'd be interested in more such music, I dare say. Then that will be my dream, bringing joy to others through music. Who knows, perhaps I can inspire others to pursue their own dreams too. What were those noises? What's all this about? Why, the gift of music, of course, like this. think I might be enough musicking for one day. I don't know how I'll ever thank you, Elita. You've changed my life. Finally, I can hold my head high, knowing that my heart will guide me way forward. Dreaming Way has a dream. It has a dream. It has a dream. At long last, I'm living my dream. I hope someday I can repay your kindness. I cannot thank you enough for helping my dear friend. I hadn't realized he was so upset over not having a dream of all things. You helped him as only a person of Aether's could. I still have my other tasks to attend to, of course, but I promise to practice every day. Eventually I want to go beyond just humming and compose original music. When we next meet, I hope you'll once again lend me an ear. Or maybe even two. The quests, they have gone. It is time. The legends have spoken. The day has finally arrived. Quest! The architecture of this place is impressive, though more than a little confusing to navigate. Is it too much to ask for a clearly marked exit, or a map perhaps? What other knowledge do you suppose we could glean from their archives? The archives are right through this door, but it seems to be locked. I guess we'll just have to go and find whoever has the key. Growing Way, enough. If you have naught else to tell us of the final days, you need only say so. We can ill afford be wasting time here, as you well know. Did you yourselves not tell us we must act quickly? Yes, we did, but the moon was going to be a perfect paradise for the people of Aethys, and we're running out of time to make everything ready for their arrival. We hoped you'd see the wonders we have to offer, but you found nothing but faults and flaws in our work. Only one of you saw our potential, so you others must be kept here. Ah, so that's Living Way's game. Run us about in circles, and failing that, lock us away so we can't put the planet at risk. Everyone except Urianger. He understands what is at stake, what must be done. I fear you've misjudged us, growing way. Never have we decreed the notion of using the moon as a means of escape. That said, my heart breaks at the thought of abandoning Aetheris to her reflections to their doom. If there is a way to avert the final days, I wish to find it. We all do. We may fail, but our efforts would never be at the expense of your plans. But why would you take that risk? There's no room for ifs and maybes now. The people of Aetheris will escape here to the moon. They'll be safe, and we'll finally get to see all their happy, smiling faces. I'm sorry, but we can't let you leave. We just can't. Do what you must, but try not to hurt them. I'll be back in a moment. Don't do anything rash while I'm gone. If we dally, they'll overwhelm us with sheer numbers. I say we knock these ones out, split up, and make our way to the exit. Agreed. Let us reconvene with Argus, where Argus waits outside. We need reinforcements. Oh, that hurt. Blah. You're too powerful. Too strong. Please come quietly. We have to save them. There you are. Didn't rough them up too badly, did you? Good, you're here. We must hurry to the Watcher's Palace and find Urianger.
And what, pray tell, do we seek at the Watcher's Palace?
Oh, come off it, friend. You know full well why we're here. The time has come for you to return to Aetheris and help your brethren prepare for their journey here and beyond.
Forgive me, Living Way, but I cannot in good conscience proceed with this plan.
Huh? But what about the final days? The death and the doom? Oh, we have to hurry before it's too late.
Your unflagging commitment to your duty is endearing, to say the least.
Oh, bugger!
Be at ease. They bear you no grudge, nor do I. How could we, having come to understand your purpose? For millennia, you and yours worked tirelessly towards the singular purpose of this heavenly vessel's construction. An arduous feat by any measure. 'Tis clear you have spared no effort. Why, your very names are a testament to your dedication.
Our names? I'm not sure I understand what you're getting at.
Names are an expression of the self. A declaration of one's hopes and aspirations. Your use of contemporary, uncomplicated nomenclature doth ensure clarity of purpose. There can be no doubt that your love for the people of Aetheris is boundless and pure.
Yes! Yes! A most mellifluous phrasing! We Loperids were born of Hydaelyn's love for Aetheris. That shining, shimmering blue jewel, brightest star in the sky, brimming with life and possibilities. For as long as I can remember, I've toiled in anticipation of the day when this vessel might be needed. All I've ever wanted was to meet those she cherished so dearly, to serve and serve well. That goes for all of us, don't you see? So help us help them. Lead them here where we can keep them safe. If there's anything wrong with what we've built, we'll fix it. We'll make it right.
Your works want not for repair. Yet there remaineth much for you to learn of men and your own kin besides. Singing Way, thy name bespeaketh more than the simple marriage of rhythm and rhyme. The songs of Aetheris are beyond counting, and span the length and breadth of emotion. Maps are monuments to man's pioneering spirit and his devotion to charting the furthest reaches of our star. Many have devoted their lifetimes to exploratory pursuits, to venture unto the highest mountains and the deepest oceans in search of unknown frontiers. And thou, my friend, I do not think we've met.
My name is Puddingway.
Puddingway? Yes, indeed. A name of deep and abiding significance, I'm sure. but one perhaps better communicated through delicious deeds than tasteless words. A judicious application of fey magics at a later juncture may be appropriate. And living way. 'Tis no easy feat to convey the significance of thy moniker. When I was a bookish boy, a dear friend of mine was fond of peppering me with questions as I read, to my occasional annoyance. One day, I posed to her a question of mine own. What does it mean to live? After much contemplation, she proffered this answer. The anticipation of a half-read story's conclusion. The hope today's mistake may serve as tomorrow's lesson. The wish that a new acquaintance may one day call thee friend. She believed it to be all these moments and more.
I want to understand, but...
I, too, still labor to find mine own answer. 'Twould be my pleasure to assist you and yours in embarking on a journey of self-discovery and enlightenment. For thee. Ink as blue as the waters of Aetheris. Made in haste, though I assure thee, the quality has not suffered for it. The people need not be persuaded by honeyed words. Nay, I have faith they shall do what is right in due course. Until they do, I beg your patience, friends. And with that ink, let us fill the empty pages of Living Way's compendium. An open exchange of ideas will surely afford you all a better understanding of modern man, and with it, ideas for improvements and renovations. But more importantly, it shall empower us to together find a way forward.
I hope you're right. Thank you for this lovely gift.
There you have it. I shall remain with the Loporrits to ensure that all is in order. Though we must needs prepare for every eventuality, you would all agree that the evacuation of our star is a last resort. To accept failure is to accept the demise not only of our star, but that of Reen's, of all reflections, and the souls that call them home. Which is why I have every faith that you shall fight to the last, that such drastic measures may prove unnecessary.
Should the worst come to the worst, and I pray deeply that it won't, I'll take comfort in knowing preparations were made under your watchful eye.
Aye, thou mayest be assured that if calamity cometh, not a soul will be left behind, if being the operative term.
That flower, how came it into your possession? How very like her. Guided by its light, you may come to know her true intentions. intentions which remain a mystery even to us. In our town we called it Elpis. We would do well to remember the name.
I hate to interrupt, but I feel like I need to make amends for all the secrecy.
Think nothing of it. We haven't been the most gracious of guests. Do convey our apologies to Growingway and the others.
But of course! And when next we welcome more guests from Aetheris, we'll have learned to be much more hospitable hosts. Oh, and circling back to the matter of inappropriate secrecy, we ought to discuss our benefactors.
Agreed. The Charlayan Forum, yes?
What? How did you know?
The more I heard, the more obvious it became. The Forum's aims align closely with those of your anonymous patrons. A telling coincidence would be an understatement. Though had we not taken it upon ourselves to peruse certain restricted tones in Labyrinthos, we might still be unaware of their plans. But let us continue this discussion upon our return. I dare say we have kept Alphino and the others waiting long enough.
I chanced to spy you crossing the chasm, and I feared something was amiss. But all is well, and more importantly, I have been given the opportunity to behold a wonderful sight. Keep the Elpis close, and its light will be your guide. A declaration of hopes and aspirations. I hadn't thought of it that way before. The Lobreeds may be in good hands now, but that doesn't change the fact that their plan is a last resort I'd rather not employ. Let's see it doesn't come to that, for the first and all the other reflections. The Lobreeds think so highly of the people of Aetherius, yet it seems this evacuation plan is the only way they know to express their adoration. If we'd been more clear in our intentions from the start, mayhap we could have avoided this wrinkle. Something to keep in mind in future. The others will be happy to hear Urianger is going to stay and teach us all about Aetherius. We'll have to be careful not to get distracted by his lessons. There's still maintenance to carry out after all. Nice to meet you. Name's Puddingway. Sorry again for all the trouble. We promise to do better, honest. Well, now that was rather embarrassing, wasn't it? At least we're on the same page now. People and Aetherius. We'll save both. Or at least give it a good try. Tell Gromway I look forward to our next walk together. I will. I'm sure he'll be glad to hear it. Make sure everyone listens to Urianger, would you? Oh, we'll be all ears. And you know we can be. You Loperites sure are an excitable bunch. Well, it's Not as if we've been waiting 12,000 years to meet the people of Aetherius. Oh wait, we have. But that's neither here nor there. Under Urianji's tutorage, we'll strive to become the most hospitable hosts, and see that the moon is fully equipped to meet the needs of its potential passengers. There is little I can do to stop the final days, but should you need to know of the star's traversal, look no further. Such knowledge I can offer in abundance, so do not hesitate if you find yourself wanting. 'Twas a relief to see Livingway was pleased with my gift of ink. To serve and serve well. Though their knowledge may be lacking, their boundless love is a blessing without peer. It will be no easy task to prepare them for what needs to be done, but gladly do I embrace this duty, even if it doth necessitate that we part ways for a time. Forgive me my absence, but I have the utmost faith in you, in all our fellow scions. When next I return to Aetherius, I pray I find you all in good health and good spirits. I need not remind you of the dangers we face, nor the countless lives at stake in both the source and its reflections. Go with courage, my friend, and pray give the others my regards. Your excursion to the moon concluded, Justula is keen to return to Aetherius. With the Loporrites in Urianji's capable hands, we needn't worry about affairs here in our absence. Knowing the fate of earthly collaborators, there is much to discuss with Alphanode and others. Let us return to the Tower of Babel. Our battle for the star will soon begin in earnest, and we must be prepared. And actually, I'll stop there for now, because that is the end of the moon journeys. And if I wait here, this will be there we go. Rest of the experience. Right. Good night to you all, my beloved darlings. Love you all. Bye for now.